What Parvin said went on her, and the man who had just returned from America said, "We need to take Parvin out into the fresh air, into the forest, mountains, and fields where nature's beauty is endless. The fresh air will purify her blood and rejuvenate her mind, helping her break free from this heavy sadness that feels like a kind of depression. She needs to find peace and calm, and with some self-affirmation she can push away those chaotic thoughts that are weighing on her mind. We need to awaken her inner consciousness." Parvin lost her patience and fixed her gaze on her mother with eyes that burned like two melting candles. "I'm fine. I swear what they're saying is a complete lie." Then she broke down in tears. Her fiancé tried to comfort her, kissing her thick, fragrant black hair and asking, "What's wrong with you? Just tell me the truth. If you love someone else, please tell me." Parvin cried loudly, dismissing all his affection. Eventually, she picked up her blind crow and retreated to her small room. A little while later, the melody of "The Eternal Cavalier" floated from her room, leaving everyone bewildered. They took her to the doctor, who treated her like any other patient, giving her some fancy medication he hadn't even bothered to mix himself, and ordered that she be injected with meteors and calcium sandals. Parvin was running away from the injection, her fiancé, love, and everyone else. She spent all her time alone in her tiny room with her now fully tamed blind crow. Her fiancé joked that Parvin was going crazy. But Parvin had a whole different world of her own. She had given herself to another love and was nurturing a different kind of affection. She was devoted to a beloved spirit and carried their sorrow within her. She had fallen in love more deeply. She worshipped music, always finding joy and distraction in it. It pleased her beyond all else, a kind of insane love and a strange affection that wasn't unlike madness. No one could understand how this delicate being could love so much better than anyone else, giving everything she had for it while slowly diminishing day by day. Eventually, the wedding day was set because it was deemed necessary. The large house was decorated with colorful lights. There were people around who didn't even recognize their dogs. Drinks and music were laid out everywhere, and Mrs. A, with her bony face and half-European features, was making a scene. She sang, "The season of flowers has come, time to pick them," and the audience would go wild for the special way she delivered the note at the end of each verse. Parvin's fiancé wore a tight suit that seemed like it didn't belong to him, looking pale and anxious because there was still no sign of the bride. They said she had gone to the hairdresser, and he cursed both the hairdresser and anyone else he could think of for making them wait so long for the girl. Gradually, Parvin's delay caused serious concern. They called the hairdresser. She hadn't even gone there. They searched everywhere they could think of, but found nothing. Finally, they went to her room and read a note she had written several hours earlier. "I'm leaving because I'm meant for something else in this world. Don't wait for me or worry about me. I must serve a great master who is waiting for me. He has taken a liking to my piece, The Blind Raven, even though the reflection of sorrow and pain in the Iranian soul has made this piece more like a lament. Life itself is just one big lament, a tragic disaster. The master has promised me that I will become an artist, and I wish everyone could be artists too, so they could feel the joy I'm experiencing. Parvin. The piece The Blind Raven was also on the table, but no one paid any attention. Parvin's fiancée resembled a corpse more than a real person. He scratched at his chest beneath his tight suit and bit his lips. And when everyone left, the blind crow lay sprawled at the doorway of Parvin's room, its eyes wide open as always, but it wasn't even breathing anymore. There was no sign of movement in its dusty wings. Its body was frozen and cold, and its beak had turned black. There was no expression of sorrow or grief on its face, nor any hint of pride. It didn't even care for the affection it used to receive. Poor crow. It never heard the song that Parvin composed for it.